Hi there, history buffs and explorers. Welcome to the Gettysburg National Military Park on this historic April 5th, 2025. Today, we're climbing the Oak Ridge observation tower. While a nationwide hands-off protest is happening across America, these protests are actually directly connected to where we are standing with the recent cuts to the National Park Service. Threatening places like Gettysburg, let's explore this 23-foot Iron Sentinel and discover both Civil War history and why people taking to the streets today to protect these hallowed grounds. This historic iron tower has stood watch over Oak Ridge, which you can see over here, since 1896, when the Gettysburg Battlefield Commission constructed it. Originally, it soared 60 feet high, and it was cut almost half by half to its current 23-foot height. It's one of only 3 remaining observation towers at Gettysburg, part of a network originally built to help visitors understand and the battle as a whole. As we climb these 39 steps, I'm thinking about how this tower itself represents layers of history, not just the battle, but how Americans have commemorated and interpreted this battlefield over generations. From this vantage point, we can see exactly why this ridge was so strategically important. We are standing where the First Corps of the Union Army desperately tried to hold this ground on July 1st, 1863. Looking north, that's where Confederate forces under Major General Robert Rhodes advanced with a staggering 8,000 men. The Union troops were badly outnumbered, and according to accounts from the time, murmurs of despair ran through their lines as they saw the approaching Confederate army. There are so many of them, too many to fight. But something unexpected happened. As the Confederate charge began, different parts of Rhodes' division fell out of sync with each other. The attack came not as an unstoppable wave, but as a confused and disorganized trickle that the Union forces initially repelled. Union reinforcements with artillery briefly gave hope that they might hold this ridge, but Confederate General Lee diverted reinforcements to Rhodes, who launched a second, more organized assault that eventually overwhelmed the Union position. The 1st and 11th Corps were forced to retreat through the town of Gettysburg, which we can see over there. See that path cutting through the battlefield? That's the remains of the Gettysburg-Harrisburg Railroad, which opened in 1884 as Gettysburg's second railroad. Approximately a mile of this historic railroad still crosses the first day's battlefield. The railroad's charter was granted on October 6, 1882, with construction beginning in April 1883. The first train arrived on February um, 26th, 1884, with two golden spikes driven to mark the occasion. What's fascinating is that this railroad was partly built in response to Gettysburg's growing tourism industry, as Americans began visiting this battlefield in large numbers. By 1891, the Reading Railroad had taken control of the line. While it served practical transportation needs, it also brought countless tourists to view these same fields we are looking at today. Today, April 5th, 2025, as we stand on this historic ground, over 1,200 hands-off demonstrations are taking place across all 50 states, and these protests have a direct connection to where we are standing. Last month, the Trump administration and Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency fired 4 probationary employees right here at Gettysburg National Military Park as part of nationwide cuts to federal agencies. Among those let go were the Rangers who managed the historic Michael Bushman House and John Slater Farmhouse, authentic Civil War era structures where visitors could stay overnight. Those reservations have been canceled indefinitely, probably through the rest of the Trump administration, so until 2028 at least. Just last weekend, about 170 demonstrators gathered in Gettysburg Square to protest these cuts. According to local resident Missy Barnes, who participated in those protests, these parks tell the story of America, and they're ours to use and enjoy and to protect. We do not want them privatized, or exploited, or destroyed by anyone. The National Park Service generates approximately $90 million annually for this area and supports over 700 jobs. So these protests aren't just about preserving history, they're about protecting the present-day communities that have grown around these historic sites. As we stand where Union and Confederate soldiers once fought to determine America's future, it's remarkable to see how history connects to our present moment. Whether it's the observation towers built to help us understand the past, the railroads that brought generations of Americans to these hallowed grounds, or today's protests to preserve these historic sites for future generations. Gettysburg continues to be a place where American history is both remembered and made. If you enjoyed this glimpse into Gettysburg's past and present, please hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what other historic sites you'd like me to explore next. Until next time, it's me, Joel, keeping history alive. Anyways, I hope you have a nice day, and thank you for being here, and thank you for being amazing.